Hello students, in today's class we will study news editing. So the title of the paper is Basics of News Editing. We will study what is news editing now. See, if you see throughout the ages, the editor's primary role has been to connect writers with readers by deciding what to publish. So this is called gatekeeping, which I believe you will be familiar with. So gatekeeping. The stories an editor allows through the metaphorical gate can influence what readers find important. So it is always essential for all news agencies to edit a news story. So what is news editing? Editing is a key function of a news organization. News editing is making a copy worthy for print and readable, correcting factual and syntactical errors, giving the required shape and size by using the right kind of expressions and styles. So if you see received news items, that is called copy, they are processed in the newsroom. These unwanted news items will be weeded out, and the newsworthy stories, they get finally selected. The next question that comes, is what is the need of news editing? Okay, there will also be some well-written articles which are written by experienced reporters. So the copies will be checked for grammar, syntax, facts, figures, and sense. So the desk, that is the newsroom in a newspaper or in a news agencies, will receive a large number of news items from different sources. So most of the raw news copies which when received, they lack the basic criteria, that is good writing. There will be different types of mistakes in the copies. It may not be properly structured. The news point will be buried. There will be spelling errors in names of places or people. There will be syntax errors. So a copy is edited to highlight the news sense in a story and to bring uniformity of language and style in an issue of a newspaper. Okay, in an issue of a newspaper. So what is the need for news editing? To highlight the news sense and also to bring uniformity of language and style. There will be some copies which require rewriting, because some copies will be written by the experienced writers. So that such copies will not need rewriting, but there are copies which require rewriting. The copies will be checked for grammar, syntax, facts, figures, and sense. So we all know reporters, they work under pressure. They write in a hurry, especially in the evenings when the news development gathers momentum. So the copy written by them under pressure definitely will carry errors of all types. Also, the duty of a desk person is to cut the copies as per the space and requirements of the newspapers. So the desk person, he or she has to ensure that a proper headline is given. Considering these factors, editing of the news copy becomes, essential. And you must know the style sheet. So what is this style sheet? If you see, every newspaper has its own character. So readers are used to this individuality of their daily newspaper. For example, you can take daily English newspaper like national dailies like Hindu, and you can compare the Hindu with the Indian Express. So these two papers, they got their own individuality. So every newspaper has its own character. Consistency in printing certain details in a particular manner not only increases the paper's credibility, but also encourages the reader to see the same characteristic delivery of news day after day. So in that sense, The paper's style helps it to retain its established circulation also. So a style sheet, or sometimes they call it as style book. Style sheet or style book is actually a list of do's and don'ts. Okay. So style sheet or style book is a list of do's and don'ts. That is codified guidelines on various aspects of placing matter in the paper. How to write, or how to use or structure the paragraph. Everything will be clearly given in the style book. So it is like a holy scripture, a Bible for the writer. While most Western newspapers have a printed style sheet or a book which the editorial staff can consult when they have doubt, in case of most Indian newspapers, the style book used to be like the British Constitution and an unwritten compendium of conventions which have accumulated over the years. So these were conveyed by word of mouth or learned on the job by successive generations of staff. So this state of affairs is changing now. Apart from defining the character of a newspaper, the style book becomes imperative in the smooth functioning of its day-to-day production. The reason is, changing staff, that is, they change shifts, isn't it? So, changing staff or changing shifts and even changing technology along with the changing design and also the linguistic trends all these can altogether wreck or affect the production process. So, differing writing styles or choice of words and also layout, display, and there are a number of other factors. All these can make the paper metaphors or unrecognizable. So to avoid all these confusions, each agency or a newsroom, they have a style book. So a style sheet or style book can help writers and editors maintain consistency and help them reduce errors in story details. Style sheets also saves time. Style sheets also specify the manner of handling special pages like business, sports, Sunday supplements, etc. Okay. So papers with no in-house style book can follow news agency style sheets like the PTI style book. PTI, that is Press Trust of India. PTI style book. And the most acclaimed such guide in the world is actually the Associated Press. Associated, that is AP. Associated Press, United Press International style book. Associated Press, United Press International style book. And the style sheets of most newspapers also have extensive sections containing uniform rules regarding everything from copy preparation to page grid and folio placement. Actually, they set out rules regarding spelling, abbreviations, capital letters, punctuation, codes, date line, identifications, syntax, even headline types and sizes, everything, including the placement of nameplate and masthead. So all these you can find in the style book. Style sheets, they also specify the manner of handling special pages like, as I said, business page or commerce page, then, regional pages, national pages, etc. And spelling out people's names and designations correctly is very important. For example, unfamiliar abbreviations are, such abbreviations are spelled out. That is the first time, for the first time when they appear in the copy, with the abbreviations, they have to give the meaning in brackets. For example, the abbreviation of, NAAC, N-A-A-C. So if you are familiar with this NAAC, you will not cross your eyebrows. If you are not familiar with this NAAC, you will wonder what this abbreviation mean, right? So identification of persons may also be done to suit the paper's image. Headlines too will conform to the paper's character with subdued and dignified display at one end of the spectrum. So you can make a comparison. You can compare Hindu newspaper with the Indian Express. So together, if you see all these rules set out in the style book or the style sheet, they contribute to the